My grade in 2018, I became the top achiever of the school. It started with the mindset. It started with why, with the reason why am I here.
Like that, but I had a baby. And I just felt like as a mother, as I was a mother, I had to walk in at part of the process.
Where you're the most authentic and powerful person that you can ever be in your life in that moment.
When you look at economic empowerment, when you look at mental health, when you look at reproductive health, those are some of the
continent of Africa, so too does the spirit of its people. For the centuries, Africans have shown resilience, strength.
So you're constantly learning and don't be intimidated.
You need to decide as soon as possible that you want to be.
For enterprise, mostly how to put it, it's a business for change, right?
The Youth Evolve Secretary, PwC, and I joined Youth Evolve because it kind of applied to me, like its goals, its
Thank you everyone for joining today. I'm sorry that it did start a little bit late. But hi, I'm Caitlyn. I'm the communication captain for Youth Revolve 2025. And today I'll be focusing on building a culture of volunteerism, which is amongst the things that Youth Evolve is about, and something that I'm extremely passionate about is always just giving back to our community. Next. So what I basically just said, I basically put down. And just about how South Africa, we are very much a community, and that's how we've always been, and we depend on each other a lot. So just giving a little bit of my background, I am a psychology student, or I was a psych student. I'm currently working in this field of research, but I do volunteering is so important to me because I love working with people. And currently, I am a telephonic counselor for the South African Depression and Anxiety Group. And it's been one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever encountered. And even working with Youth Evolve now, I feel like things start at the core of the youth. And because we kind of just stop there and the youth feels like, oh, we can't do anything because we feel like we don't have the resources or things like that. I think you can start something small in your own community, and that could empower yourself, your community, and help in the long run. So, based on statistics, youth volunteering has actually increased since 2010, and about 227 hours are dedicated per year from the youth, which is quite amazing. And from that, I think it's just for us to continue to do that. Even small steps like doing things in your own community, like doing little shops to set up, having little homes and things like I've done things with Living Hope whereby we have donated food to underprivileged communities, and that has been really nice. So it's the small things. It doesn't always have to involve money per se, because volunteering is you giving something of yourself that not only gives to the community, but you also gain so much out of it. And it also helps in you growing connections and having more opportunities, because once you leave high school or university, it's like you don't know what to do with yourself. And kind of like entering into volunteer work now in high school or university, that allows you the space to already grow those connections, to already meet new people. So I think volunteering shouldn't be something that's, oh, I'm just going to do it because it needs to look good on my CV. Yes, it will look good on your CV, but it's also about making it a thing that's normal, especially in South Africa, where our communities are the center of everything. So I just put a little quote there. It says the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, which I definitely 1000% agree with. A lot of the time, because volunteering is unpaid, people don't see value in it, because what are they going to learn from having unpaid work? However, yes, you can have a job, but at the same time, volunteering, you are getting skills that you wouldn't get at a job. You are getting skills that's going to benefit you in the long run. And as the benefits say, you won't only be getting skills that are just there for the volunteer work you do. You're going to use it in the long run, such as in your communication skills. That's going to become a big part. You're going to really do well in terms of team building, and it allows you to get out there, because a lot of the time we feel like, what can we do for our community? Because people don't do anything. But I think it's just taking that small step, and you're going to step back one day and you're going to think, wow, like this, it will make you feel so good. And it does build on your CV, but at the end of it, it's so much more than what's on a piece of paper. So I think as youth, it's so important that we take action now, not only when you feel stuck. There's a lot of volunteer things, even in your own community. So I'm sure you can just go out of your community and ask. There's churches, there's things you can do online now as well, which is quite cool. You can come to Youth Evolve. So there's many things you can do, and it won't stop you from doing the things you want to do, but it's just, at the same time, it will allow you to apply skills that you never knew you had in the field that is makes a difference, and it also gives you new skills. Especially now that social media is basically everything. Um, it helps like showing small things that you do, like on any type of social media platform, like YouTube, for example. And it's just to get your voice out there. And like I said, to not volunteering should become a norm and not just something we do because we have to. So it's to just take those steps and to make that difference. So I think a lot of the time as young people, we kind of like, there's nothing we can do. The adults will handle everything, and that's kind of the situation in South Africa. However, a lot of the time we complain that no change is happening, but how about you take that step and create it? It's you are going in the long run, you are shaping a future for yourself and a future for your kids or your kids to come or families in the long run. And it's small things like mentoring a child, like in a community hall or cleaning up a street. Small things like that can have a huge effect in the long run. So, my question, I guess, is why shouldn't you volunteer? Why shouldn't it be you? Why shouldn't you take that change, be that generation to make that change? Although it seems scary to take that step, I think just taking it and seeing everything that can happen is what it's worth. Thank you.